This episode of Stand Up Paddling TV is brought to you by the ACA, improving the paddle sports experience for over a century. Learn more at sup-aca.org.
Stand-up paddling has exploded in popularity over the past decade for a number of reasons, and one of the biggest being that even though it offers a fun challenge, almost anyone can hop on a board and have a good time right out of the gate.
With that being said, in this video, we'll take a look at a few tips that will help you paddle more confidently and safely.
First things first, even though stand-up paddling is a remarkably safe activity, the fact that you're on the water means that if things do go wrong, it can get very dangerous very quickly. And that's why a life jacket and a leash are your best insurance policy.
For kids, those who aren't strong swimmers, or if you can't swim, it's definitely a great idea to wear an inherently buoyant life jacket. There's plenty of great paddling-specific models on the market that are comfortable to wear and won't restrict your movements.
Otherwise, you can consider an inflatable life jacket. The most popular inflatable life jackets for stand-up paddling are belt packs, which are worn around your waist, but they're also available as vests. If you do use a belt pack, they're best worn in front so they can be easily and quickly inflated if needed. Although a life jacket is a crucial piece of safety gear, it can be argued that the board is your most important piece of safety gear. And that's why a leash is such a key piece of safety equipment. Because the leash is what connects you to your board. One thing to keep in mind is that it's important to use a style of leash that's appropriate for the environment you'll be paddling in.
For example, in flat water, a coiled leash is a great choice, which you can attach around your calf or your ankle. In the surf zone, a straight leash is what you're going to want to use because it has less of an elastic effect, which means the board won't pop back towards you as quickly. And also, a coiled leash in the surf zone has a tendency to get wrapped around your paddle.
The next tip looks at 3 simple ways to improve your balance on a paddleboard. To start off, the most balanced standing position is with your feet shoulder width apart, your knees slightly bent so they act like shock absorbers, and your back straight.
Where you're looking also has an impact on your balance. The trick is to look at the horizon and not down at your board or the water, which are constantly in motion.
Lastly, in order to stay balanced over your board, you'll need to keep your head over its center line. And to do this, especially in rougher water, you'll have to stay loose and let your hips do the moving around. The third and final tip for first-timers is to fully engage your paddle blade before you take any type of stroke. Doing this not only gives your strokes the most power, but it also helps your balance on the board because an engaged paddle acts as a brace to keep you upright.
So there you have it, 3 tips that will help you paddle more confidently and safely straight away. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to our Stand Up Paddling TV YouTube channel and stay tuned for more tips and tricks.